secured their slots.
Yeah.
What they want to do right now is to be called the king, the new king of Philippine HOK. Well,
Yeah.
at least, 'di ba? Yung boom kasi pwede pa makabawi, pwede pa mag-lower bracket trend. Pero ito na, ang blacklist is going to deny yung mga options kagad dito ni Azar.
Yeah, sa mga nanonood yan, sabi mo nga, di ba, they could actually review this. So for those of you who are watching us right now internationally, this is the demonstration of the problems that you will face in the Philippine Invitational Season 3. The strength of the Filipino teams right now. And to enter the Grand Finals, ngayon, nakikita natin yung kanilang prowess sa bawat isa. Ginamit yung Liang in the first game kaya ng Blacklist International. And Chami, wow. Okay. Kinuha nila kaagad ang Marco Polo na isa din sa mga naging identity ng marksman ng Elevate. So, paunahan na dito, Kuya Otto, no? Kung isipin mo.
Konti na lang eh. So, sobrang konti ng mga heroes. Kailangan talaga i-prioritize na pwedeng i-prioritize. But Elevate is going to... Ito yung nakita natin kanina, di ba? Nung game number 1. Inuyer yung combination. Kapag kapipig ka ng Liang, kailangan kasama si Princess Pros para talagang kapag kami nahuli ka, good night talaga. Chami and Blacklist is now getting their hands on towards the Marco Polo, which means that itong Elevate, surprisingly, hindi pa rin sila nag-focus ng pick-up para kay Azar, no? We all know that Azar is pretty much the reason kung bakit sila yung nag-enjoy ng 2-0 advantage ng games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But with this current setup, pwedeng gawin dito ng Blacklist is targetin pa rin talaga yung mga marksman, no?
Boom!
Yung Mengya most likely is going to be the next ban here. 4 na ban para kay Azar. Ganun ba ang sagot dito ni TG?
Man, hindi ko alam ba't sinabi mo yan about the Mengya and all of the series na nakita natin even in the big stage. Bakit last option mo lagi si Mengya? Alam mo kung best of 5 na, kahit hindi global ban, si Mengya yung parang, ganyan mo na, wag na mag-anything. Si Mengya talaga yung nagiging solusyon. And to the target bans dito na, again, si Shoyo, wala din dito. And sinabi mo kanina, the combination of the Mage Burst and crowd control, Princess Frost and Liang, sa magandang entry na pwedeng gawin ng Marco Polo, this could actually negate the possible zone out setup kung magiging maayos yung momentum ng isang Marco Polo. Kasi good thing meron silang mahindo kasi it could be the case na pwede silang ma-counter and the Guan Yu as well dahil wala pa nga tayong Clash Lane hero for Chami 1, di ba?
Pero marami kasi may mga Clash Lane heroes na pumasok sa meta because of the recent changes. Neza being one of them. Pwede magliubang, hindi magliubang pala ang lineup dito ng Elevate, no? Parang kung magliubang sila kasi, saan mo ilalagay? Meron ka ng support and meron ka na rin Clash Lane dito. And so now, Aji will be wow, okay. So Hanshin. Siya na muna ngayon na mag-Hanshin dito for Blacklist.
Hanshin. Okay, I think ito na yung...
Nag-Menki na ba si Just G? Parang hindi pa yata siya nag-Menki. No?
Hindi. Pero... pwede mo na ma-manifest, I believe, kasi kung titingnan natin yung pattern ni Joshi from being aggressive, ay nako po. Pwede rin,
isa pa to.
Pwede.
Liu Bei. Nag-Alain na.
Si Alain. Ito yung hinahanap mo kanina, pre.
Yeah.
Yung Alain.
Wow! Prince! The Prince of Lanling.
Lanling. Wow.
Hindi yan Bel Air,
Going back to the
Mili
ka talaga sa mga mahabang buhok, Just G. Baka talaga, pre. Baka talaga.
Pero ito na. Si Consort or si CY, Consort Q ang magiging pick up dito ni Azar dahil yun na nga kailangan niya na rin ng extra safety. Kapag kami napipick up na Prince of Lanling, ang laging katanungan dyan is magiging successful ba yung kanyang pick-offs dun sa backline, sa mga squishy members? O mauunahan ba siya ng fast hands dito ng Elevate? Kasi pwedeng yung split second na magpakita siya, bigla siyang matalian dito ng Liang. And kapag natalian ka ng isang Liang, isang ultimate siya na rin.
Isang ultimate. May tama ka, Min. Alam mo,
tulog talaga.
Ito kung best of 5 na global ban, actually, nakabaliw talaga. So, sa sinabi ni Kuya Otto doon, pabilisan ng pindot para ka lang check out na isang bagay na hindi mo ma-check out. Kasi ito na talaga kasi maling galaw lang talaga dito ni Josh. At hindi siya ma-momentum agad. Medyo madedelay yung Prince of Lanling power yung power spec ng Prince of Lanling. Kasi alam mo naman kung paano siya nagiging effective once makakuha siya ng magandang kill. As you said, early game momentum pick-off could still be beneficial. Ang daming pwedeng makalusot dito
Yeah.
sa backline. And 2 immobile heroes once
Uy!
mag-ulti. Ay, grabe si Azar.
Flash na!
Ah! Grabe naman yun. Pinabayaan si Azar mag-isa dun sa ano. Wow.
I think ang nangyayari doon was si Azar, nasa kanya yung parang angas dahil lumalamang siya sa trading. Kasi ang weird ng position ni Azar eh. He's too far forward, no, pare. And pwedeng ang nangyari kasi si Chaz lumabas at the last second, no? And kaya talagang biglang nabambuzel dito si Azar. Uy, bakit ka nandiyan dyan? Kaya yung flash niya ay paharap na lang. But that's a very big advantage na nakuha dito ng Blacklist at the early stages. Tandaan natin yung games number 1 and game number 2, Elevate yung nagko-control dito sa may bottom lane because Azar was getting the kills.
Yeah, man. Like, actually, guys, sa napapanood nyo ngayon, no? Although global ban is a factor in terms of face card value ng heroes, this is also a test for each player kung paano sila magiging versatile. Nako, dito yung ko nga lang, si Chami1 na mukhang na-force out na gumamit ng flash. Wow, Agi6 diving in. Actually, mayroon silang confidence to do so. Chami1! Mukhang hindi ata.
Uy! Na 1-for-1 pa!
Na 1-for-1. Medyo bumabad ng konti dun. Wow, the microplay with Chami1. Still, medyo na-balansi pa rin yung posibleng takedown.
I think what Aji was thinking was available yung skills dito ng Manin. Pero tandaan natin kung may isang hero na sobrang tagal ng kanyang cooldown ng skills, it's the Main kasi meron pang energy bar na kailangan, alam mo yun, filled up for you to be able to pull off your combo.
Yes.
Now, Aji6 was thinking available na yung skill dito ni Hyde. Apparently, it wasn't and Chami was able to buy enough time para ma-1 for 1 pa yung tagalinda sitwasyon na yun. And it's not going to happen again, no? Kasi kaya lang naman naging posible yung pick-up na yun sa top side was because hindi pa level 4 dito si Chami. Wala pa siyang escape button.
Oo, wala pa yung Death at Sunset exactly. Pero tama kasi na sinabi mo doon na yung microplay na ginawa na very patient move against Haydon kasi nga Mayin really actually kailangan mo ng space and time once magamit mo na yung ulti. Good thing though na meron pang Torrent na ni-utilize doon si Kuya Chami1 and this is completely a level setup on the table. So with this, back tayo sa bottom lane, 3 members in, pushing it through. Lian Po, naku, mukhang nahuli. Oh my god, the follow-up. The winter is here. Ang ganda naman nun. Kaso nga lang nakaiwas doon ang ating Lian Po with the Tremor Smash. Kaso tinawag na rin ng lahat ng pwedeng tawagin dito. Napakagandang turnaround. Oh, Blacklist International. 3! Man, 3!
Pwedeng play of the series yan. Pwedeng ang play of the tournament because you look at that move. Sobrang timely ng pag-teleport din ni Chami. Death at Sunset to the backline with Dragon. That was a 4v3. May pa-switch back pa tayo, pare. Grabe naman yung TikTok na play na yun. Nakita-kita natin. The Blacklist, even without Just She, was able to get that massive win.
Oh my God. Kung feeling natin fast hands sa mga pro players natin dito, fast hands din ang ating replay button. Grabe naman mag-edit si Kuya. Napakabilis mo naman mag-edit. Na-rewind pa.
May pa-front and back pa.
Parang DJ ka na nagsascratch ng disc mo, pare. Grabe ka naman doon. Hindi ko magawa yun. Ganun kabilis.
Only here in HOK. Boxing!
Boxing! Parang pinapakita talaga mo. Well, props sa inyo sa replay na yun. Ang ganda na.
Sa replay center natin dyan sa New Jersey.
Wow. Guys, sorry. We're international kasi.
Pero again, you know, a couple of things. Pwede mo nga i-dissect yun. Even yung movement ni Golden Knight, na imbes na daanan yung Winter is here, he went sideways to make sure to get a proper jumping angle para makapag-keep fevered barrage siya. Dami po mong pwedeng i-breakdown dun eh. But the biggest breakdown that I have there was because yung sa Clash Lane kasi ako talaga tumitira, di ba? Just the fact na perfect yung timing ng teleport ni Chami1 to get that counter initiation was to me the perfect play. Kasi hindi ka basta-basta makakapag-teleport na nowadays eh. Dahil kailangan mo naman secure yung teleportation portal dun sa may taas, yung sprite. Hindi na kasi bukas yan 24/7 eh.
Hindi namin, ang hirap talaga mag 24/7 ngayon. Pero ito ang ganda namang Winter is here dito. Mukhang hindi ata makaiwas dun si Chaz. At this is the follow-up. Ay, Golden Kite. Sino mo kukunin? Wow, with the calculated entry. Golden Kite versus Agi6. Ay, hindi ata makaiwas dito. Agi6 on the exchange. Dalawa, 2-2-2. On that fight, Kuya Otto. Hindi may push na baba ang ginawa ang Blacklist International with all the things happening. So, capitalizing still on the diversion play.
I think si Hyde was a casualty in a different side of the map, no? Kasi what we saw in the camera was a 2v1. Pero ito, kayang-kaya to, pare.
Ito. Ito na, Azar versus Chami 1. Ito na, physical immunity. Kaya ba? Ito, ginamit ng Death at Sunset. At hindi yata makakaiwas doon si Azar. Ginamit ng Winter Seal para mas-slow down ang Alain. Ginamit na na rin ng Libro. At hindi din ata. Oh! What a sustain! Ang ganda na follow-up doon mula kay Dragon.
Buhay pa!
Pinalamig ang laban. Napakagandang paglabas ng Iceberg doon. At hindi talaga nakaiwas. Buhay pa ako!
What a play! Once again, this time, si Chami naman ang gumawa ng play. He was kicked back. That last given second, si Joshi comes in to save the day. And Chami won! Another highlight for Mr. Prodigy.
Iba talaga. Direct ba't walang ba't walang rewind doon? Gusto naman more direct hashtag direct rewind.
Pariwan kanina eh. Pero grabe, no? Gumagawa ng
naman, no?
montage ngayon ang game, ang Blacklist International sa game number 5.
Men,
About series of plays na pwede talaga nating makita sa TikTok highlights.
TikTok highlights.
Over and over again, pare.
Hindi mo na kailangan mag-edit doon. Literal na ikakat mo na lang yung footage doon.
Nilalagyan lang natin ng konting music. Pero para sa mga content creators din natin, idea din yan. Pwede
tama. Guys, binibigay na namin sa inyo yung content. In-edit na yun actually. May replay na. Actually, yung may rewind by the way. Mali. Doon na, ganyan na lang gawin.
Ito na.
Ay, ang ganda namang suppression dito. May follow plus Winter Seal once more. But Just Chi, kung ikaw ay Prince of the Ling, kailangan hindi ka makita basta-basta. Pero kailangan i-convert na ng Blacklist International na nakuha ng Tito sa baba. Kaso muntik na sana kunin. Hindi kinaya.
Yeah. It was... Pero yun nga, napag-usapan natin to kanina, that split second na magiging visible itong si Just Chi. Pwede siyang gamitan ng power word control. Talagang kinontrol yung kanyang movement. Kind of anticipated na rin natin yung ganong interaction. Ito mahirap rin kasi. Is kung halimbawa gusto nyo backupan itong si Just Chi, dadaan kayo dun sa Winter Seal.
So, hirap nun, no? Parang ang
much.
yung problema. G6 though, talagang pinupush dito na makuha yung T1 turret. Hindi pa rin, hindi pa rin tumumba. Grabe naman. Kasi bibigay natin ni Chami 1 ng Tor sa taas. Not worth it. Dahil habang nangyayari ang lahat ng to, magpupush pala sa baba. Si Kuya Golden kahit ganda rin kabantay dito mula kay Chaz. Still, capitalizing on that delay na sinubukan talagang kunin ng Elevate. Capitalizing on time once more, Kuya Otto.
T1 para sa T2. Diba? Yun yung naging trade-off dito ng Elevate. And if you're Elevate, you would take that trade. Kasi alam nila na sila yung behind dito sa larong to. And their way of coming back into this game is to make sure na itong si Agi Ace makakagawa ng cross-map plays, which he is doing right now, no? Yeah. So, he's trying to divide the map as much as possible. Yeah,
barrier, tumama dito kay Chaz. Makakapigil ba ito kay Chami 1? Nakuha ata yung objective. Ginamit ng Death at Sunset. G6, half an HP. Hindi muna nag-trade. Grabe yung ginagawa ng Blacklist International ngayon. Divide and conquer pa. Divide and conquer. Rise of the Generals to.
Totoo. And plus, nakuha pa ni Chami yung blue buff, no? So, yun yung mga small things na pwede mong gawin para yung win condition dito ng Elevate ay talaga mag-slow down. We are also seeing that Just Chi, on this Prince of Landing, nagka-cut na siya ng wave. And ito yung pwede mo kasi talagang gawin on the Prince of Landing. Yung cut ng wave na yan, kasi invisible ka rin no? So, pag nakat mo yung wave, natapos na-clear mo yung wave, infi ka, tapos ikot-ikot lang ulit. Ikot-ikot lang. That's just one of the ways to play the Prince of Landing na hindi all about assassination. Minsan, kailangan mo lang din tumulong dun sa waves para makontrol yung tempo ng mapa.
Man. Pero ito buti lang si Hyde, hindi niya binibigay yung turtle sa taas, yung T1, dito kay Prince of Landing or everyone for Blacklist International. Mainly, they're considering this as a lifeline as well. Dahil wala na nga sila. They're almost depleting the defenses dito ng Elevate in terms of the towers down bottom. So talagang hindi na talaga pwedeng i-hold pa muli ni Hyde. So maintaining the defenses, oh my gosh. Isa lang na rin ang nakuha dito ng Blacklist International. And guys, to think na ang Elevate kanina ay 2-0 at yung Blacklist ngayon pinantay to 2-2. This is really a boost of morale getting the 2 games once more. Kuya Otto, no?
Grabe. Ito na yung iba na ng items. And again, majority of the gold is being funneled onto the primary member seed ng Blacklist International. Look at Chami. Look at Just Chi. Even ito si Golden Kite. Hoy! Naku, nahuli si Kuya Chaz.
Naku. Okay lang. Winter is here ang ginamit din talaga doon ng Elevate dahil hindi nga talaga basta-basta makagalaw yung Lian po. Actually, for me, counter talaga si Liang kay Lian po. Hindi ka talaga makagalaw kahit mag-Tremor Smash ka.
Yeah.
So, with that, translate mo ng Blacklist International into a objective. May damage sila ngayon, gamit ng Tyrant. So, eto na nga ba ang question? Kukunin ba ng Elevate ang kanilang Overlord?
Yan ang palaisipan. Kasi ngayon, nagka-threat ng push dito si Golden Knight sa may bandang ibaba. Walang sasagot sa kanya, talaga ba? Mukhang gusto nilang gawin is i-clear itong Overlord para magtawag.
Ay, nagtawag na talaga ng tropa ngayon ng Elevate, kaso nga lang ang Tyrant ay talagang damage buff. Meanwhile, ang base, hawa nagsisplit ngayon ng Blacklist International. Walang umuwi!
Boss?
Walang umuwi, boss! Boss! Si Golden Knight nagpupush na lang.
Boss!
Base mag-isa, boss! Uy! Blacklist International with the reverse sweep! Blacklist International! Nandito na sa Grand Finals!
Anong nangyari? All along, I was thinking ng Elevate, their play was to clear the Overlord, secure the Overlord, tapos summon ng Shadow Vanguard doon sa may bandang iba pa para hindi na makapag-push itong si Golden Knight. And that's a respectable decision. However, at the last given moment, ang Elevate nag-decide, tara, ilaban natin. Nung nilaban nila yon, laban na yon against Blacklist International, all they had to do was to buy time. Kasi free hitting na itong si Golden Knight sa may bottom lane, en route to the Crystal and en route to the Grand Finals.
Man, oh my God. Ang question kasi, walang may naiwan dun. Walang, sabi mo, walang, they were really risking the Overlord. Pero wala din talagang bumalik to hold them through. And kanina na, ang ganda na ng wave dun sa baba ni Golden Kite. It was a perfect example of a split push din. So, napaispan ako eh. Okay. Pero congratulations, Blacklist. Reverse sweep rin. Game 5.
Yeah. Pushing Elevate to the lower bracket, it took them 5 games. Pero kita rin natin, parang nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng what I would say scream sa 5 game setup ng global ban, no? And kasi kailangan din natin daw, no? Kailangan din ng casters na masanay sa global ban. Dahil
Tama.
ito yung mga moments na kumbaga magiging puhunan natin on towards the next event. Pero ito na nga, nakikita rin natin yung mga highlight plays mula sa magkabilang team in where most of this is positive plays mula sa Blacklist International.
Yeah, it was all mostly of the translation din kung paano din talaga nakita nila yung counter for this. Although it was a great combo, by the way, yung
yung Chami play.
Yung Chami play na ginagawa nila kanina. Ito yung parang akala mo makukuha na si Chami 1 pero good thing
grabe
on how
yung
Josh Chi, mga black, yung si Dragon din naka-follow up. Yung Lady Zen talaga ngayon. Ganda rin talaga kung titingnan mo yung mga follow-up. So, this was the play na ginawa ng Blacklist International na na-split push nila yung mapa at pinabayaan si Golden Kite doon na lumipad doon sa base, by the way. And there was no one left to defend that base alone. And shoutout